come on, we've got a video to film. Okay, Matthew, stop messing around the camera. Come on.
I'm not messing around.
Come on.
I'm just doing a fancy entrance.
What, because we've got these really cool posters behind us?
They're not
They're pretty
posters.
cool.
They're not posters, what? They're banners, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who made them again?
Steph did.
Pretty cool. That was quite smooth, wasn't it? She
Yeah.
wrote that little plug
That
there.
was a good plug.
That was a good plug.
As plugs go, that was pretty good.
That's cool. Right, get up here, Matt. Come on.
Right, look, I managed to lock the focus, so that's a good thing, right?
Oh, he's got wraps on.
Yeah, and a war skirt.
And a war skirt.
Oh.
You might want to... You might want to just check that you've not ruined your own shot.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Salve!
So,
I got
right.
it before you.
you did. Right, should we just like roll the credit thing I made, and then we can just get straight into it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting Instagram.
That was an awesome little intro, right? I mean, it's not as good as An Evening with Matt's, but
I thought it was pretty basic.
I was about to just like hum the Evening with Matt theme tune, but I don't know
you
it.
don't even know. Right, questions. Right, these are all the questions from people that we have on our Instagram. That's why it's called Interesting Instagram. Ooh, gingerbread man.
So apparently we have an Instagram. I don't know what that is.
We do. We have an Instagram. You put photos up and people like them or don't like them.
Well, no, there's not a dislike button.
There isn't.
Okay.
But
Well,
they can either like it or they can scroll past.
Yeah.
I managed to steal the questions and answers.
All right.
Well, no, I've stolen the questions.
I have
We
a
have
feeling,
the answers.
Yes.
I have
Anyway.
a feeling that Sammy maybe just gave them to you.
He did not give them to me before this. No, I know how technology works.
It's a book.
Well, if you believe that, then you're a fool.
Mm.
You should join us, Sammy, on Instagram. You follow or
Yes.
like?
Yeah.
I follow people on Instagram.
It's all of us, remember.
There you go.
Yeah, not just me.
It's not, it's just
Sammy
Sammy.
does have his own personal one.
I think I logged into it like once.
Right, questions. Come on. Let's get some juicy
Right.
questions.
You don't want this video to be long, do you?
No, I don't want a 2-hour-long video about how to make chainmail scarves.
Right, I've got a very short question.
Okay.
From Mr. How on earth do you say that? Zachariah? Zachary?
Zachary, yeah.
Zachariah.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
What? What was his question?
Yes.
Zach, that's not really a question, mate. But well done. You know, A star for trying, buddy.
I mean, he figured out how to write things on Instagram, so that's more than me.
I'm quite proud. Right, well, give us the next one. Give us a proper one.
Have I plugged you enough?
You have.
Is it too obvious? Sponsored by the Orcs Planet Instagram. Is it called the same thing?
Yes. You're terrible. Right, come on. What's the next one?
Right. I should have read these beforehand, shouldn't I?
Mm.
Charlie Saurus.
What does
asks,
Charlie Soros want to ask?
What are your icy goals, Andy? No, they ask all of
Yeah,
us.
then ask.
Cool. You want to know mine first?
Yes.
Oh no. What are my icy goals?
Ice cream?
That would be good.
Raw with some ice cream.
Jeez, I don't really know. I never really planned to have any goals with Raw. I guess don't die on the battlefield. That would be quite good.
Mm.
I don't know. I want to pass pilgrimage on to someone else. That's not really a very good goal, is it?
Why is that not a good goal?
I don't know. It's
You're
not
passing
really
on
like-
opportunities.
Pilgrimage is quite a big bit of your game. That's quite a
Yeah.
good goal to have.
My goal is to remove
success.
myself from the game that I play.
Yes. I mean, it takes all sorts to make a world, remember that.
Yeah, I don't really know. I really, really enjoyed doing that ceremony thing with the shackle breakers
Yep.
at the beginning of last year. And I'd really like to do that sort of thing a bit more. I really doesn't like the camera at all. I'd really love to do that sort of thing more often. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I've got some banging ideas for naming ceremonies.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just do the school, have more pit fighting. I literally am the most basic character in the world. I've achieved everything that I wanted to achieve as the character. So anything now is just kind of like a bit of a Brucey bonus. So it doesn't, like, I think for me, if Bull goes, I'm okay with it. Like, I've achieved everything I want, so it's all just a bonus now.
It would kind of suck if you died, like, the event that you got, the school.
Yeah, but then I've created something.
It would also be hilarious.
Oh yeah, it would be. I wouldn't hear the end of it. But yeah, I'd kind of, like, I create my one little bit of game, and I'm okay. Like, I'm genuinely alright with it.
So you heard it here first. Sammy's okay with being murdered. Do with that information what you will. Matthew.
So I've got 3 goals this year.
Hit me up.
Okay.
What
And
you got?
ideally I do them all at each event.
Okay.
So the first one,
3 goals, 4 events. I don't
For-
think Matthew can do.
no, so do
Nice.
each goal at each event.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do 3
Yeah, yeah.
goals each?
Yeah, so 9 goals.
I mean, we said this wasn't going to be a long video, Matthew.
This is quite a few. That's also 12, not 9.
Maths.
So I want to go to Landsmeet.
Have you ever been to Landsmeet?
No
You were
comment.
there once.
No comment.
No, you were there once.
Yeah, I've seen him speak
Yeah.
once at Landsmeet, actually.
You've been at Landsmeet twice.
Well, I
can
wanna
count
go
at least
again.
twice.
It's when you get up and you stand, because you're smaller than everyone else, you stand on the log and it looks like you're about to fall off. And then suddenly your voice gets really deep and you're not Matt anymore. And then you deliver a speech to the nation and be like, who's that? Who's wearing Foul's mask?
Who's this guy?
Who's that guy?
So that's my like main goal. Is I want to
That's
go
goal
to
number
Landsmeet.
1.
All right.
Okay.
Goal number 2 is I want to be able to have a cup of tea with an old friend. Any old friend, no one in particular. Just
Do
have
they
some.
have to be old?
Well, I mean
Grub's
that's the
the only
open-endedness.
old
of
one.
I was
the
about to
question.
say, I mean, do you want to sit down and have a cup of tea with Grud? I mean,
I'm
we can
not.
organise that.
I'm not friends with Grud.
You might need to hold his cup for him though.
Grud's not my friend.
Look, you give Grud some biscuits, and he's anyone's friend.
Don't say that.
He likes biscuits.
And I want to have breakfast with some new friends that I will make in the future.
Wow, vague.
Mm.
Vague. Are they your free?
They're my only goals for this year.
Oh my god.
The next question is from LARP Vision.
Ah.
Dramatic pause, like William Shatner. What's the most fun? Being a YouTuber.
Are we?
Oh dear.
I don't feel like one.
No. Like, it's really nice, like, when people just, like, really like your videos and stuff like that, but I guess the content I watch on YouTube is a lot different to anything that we do, so I don't kind of see it in that way. I just see it as making videos with my friends and doing cool and interesting things.
What
At
was the
least-
question?
What's the most fun about being a YouTuber?
Oh, okay. Well, like, I think for me the most fun that I had was when we were walking around at, I can't remember which event it was, but it was warm. It was a warm event, and I just shaved my hair, I think. And anyway, there was lots of people going, "You guys, the guys from Old Planet thing," and I was like, "Yeah, it is." That was when some guys in Wintermark came over to us and were chatting to us, and you and James just abandoned me.
Oh, this was when Owen went to sleep on the floor.
Yes.
And we had to look after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was chatting to them for quite a long time. That was really cool. Like,
That was
stuff
nice.
like that, talking to people, is really cool. And like having people recognise you. is really shallow.
Yeah, but it's nice.
It's
I
nice
am the
because
most shallow.
I like the fact that people enjoy what we do.
I like that it kind
Apparently.
of inspires people,
Oh yeah, but what's the
and I love the attention.
the joke is like with Matt, isn't it? It's like, oh, that's the guy from the Orcs planet.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I like getting to talk to people that I've not spoken to who know us,
Yeah.
kind of.
All right.
Thank you. What's your favourite thing about being a YouTuber? I don't think that was the question. Was it?
That was the
Sorry.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
still the question.
We're still there.
I like that I like to hear my voice now.
Okay.
That's quite an odd one.
So when I was younger, I hated the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
Absolutely couldn't stand it. And now I quite like it. And I think that's because I've heard it a lot more. And
We've all heard it
got
a lot
used-
more.
Well, yes, but you hear it anyway.
Yeah, but like when I have to edit the Winds of War videos, I'm there until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Droning on in the night.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
No, it's not about. It's interesting Instagrams, not like Andy's.
Sorry.
Go on. What's your question?
Do you miss doing those?
I miss doing
Yeah.
them,
Okay.
but I don't miss the amount of stress that it took to do them.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
easy
was
back
a
when we
lot
first
of effort for 6 videos that...
especially the first couple because we didn't know what we was doing, and I remember the first video we did. The second time round, because the first time we did it, it didn't work. Because remember the sound quality just wasn't there.
That's because you left the protective screen on your phone.
I wasn't going to say that. But it was the second time we filmed it, and it took about an hour and a half to film it with you because we were going through the lines and you hadn't really kind of got
Well,
into your flow.
I used to stop at every paragraph.
Yeah. And then I
took
think
so long.
editing took like about 2 hours after that. So I was, up until like 4 a.m. going to work each day and then coming back and doing the same thing because we were churning out like 3 or 4 of them like a day at one point. So yeah, I do miss them, but I know there's that group that do them at the current moment.
So I think there is an Empire Audio...
Yeah, on YouTube you can find them if you go Empire Audio, and their stuff is really good. I can't suggest them enough. But yeah, I think we may do the first lot, if any, this year.
I think E1, they're likely to come out sooner than the other events.
Yeah,
So we'll have a bit more time to do them and they'll be a bit more spaced out.
I think we might do that.
But I'm not going to promise anything. Because, I've currently got a video that I did that we put up a behind the scenes for that I still haven't edited, so that's coming out soon.
Yes.
Coming to a phone or computer near you.
Right,
At some
in
point
the future.
In the future.
Right, give us our next question then. Keep it going.
I've made you
This
a
is-
little gingerbread orc.
Oh, that's nice.
Did you hear the song?
Yeah, I did.
Brutal.
Still from Love Vision.
All right.
Another question.
Hooray!
Any, in brackets, long-term goals you want to achieve with these social media platforms?
Ooh.
I think it was kind of that thing. If we got to 100, it was really cool. But outside of that, there wasn't really anything else for me.
I just want to make videos that I can watch when I'm old and grey and see
Yeah.
my myself.
I really, really like the idea of documenting, like,
Yeah.
LARPs. And I kind of wish that I was going to a LARP. Oh, but we are! I really wish I'd documented, like, the process of finding out about a LARP, making all the kit, being horrendously stressed, hating your life, going to the LARP and loving it.
Yeah.
As a unit.
Yeah, we could do that.
So that's my... Which I know that loads of other people have done before, but
Yeah.
we like the sound of our own voice as well.
It's true.
Yeah, and I'd quite like to sort of inspire other people. Oh,
You made a hole in your sock there,
I
old
have.
chum. Yeah, so I think that would kind of... I'm happy, just keep making videos. I have no real
Yeah, I don't think we've got a specific goal in mind. You know, we're never going to make this a career. We're never going to make a lot of money out of it. We're
What do
just
you
going
mean?
to do it for fun.
We're going to solve world hunger.
But how?
I don't know.
By buying lots of food?
It's a goal.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Right, next question.
Right. This one is from Jason P. 8940. Do all Instagram names
No.
have numbers in them?
No.
Just all of these ones.
To all of them.
No, apart
No.
from apart from half of the ones I've just said.
So what you did there, Matt,
Yeah.
was lie.
I just made
Make
a
it
wrong
like-
assumption.
Making baby Jesus cry.
Let's leave baby Jesus out this.
I mean, all of the next names of people all have numbers after them, which is what I was actually looking at.
Right, come on, give us to it
Let's
then.
up with the question.
What advice do you have for players who have yet to find something to do during the day?
Ooh, that's hard.
What do you do during the night?
Is that what it is?
No, I think...
I've missed. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm
oh,
joking.
I see.
See what I did there?
I was making a joke.
I was making a joke.
And I didn't.
I am hilarious.
Clean up from the night before?
Yeah, no, I would say with anything in LARP, like, you've always got to be open-minded to just kind of going with the flow of any storyline that's coming near you. You know, with the pit fighting, stuff like that, with me, it was only because I said yes that everything spiraled for me and went the way it went. It's because I said yes to doing something. It just worked out for me.
I think it's not. I don't want to take away from anything of what you just said,
No, it's
but I
fine.
think it's a bit of a gross oversimplification for advice to just be just say yes or just get involved with what's going on.
Okay. Well,
because that's really hard.
okay.
If people have come to a LARP on their own,
Yeah.
or they've come with their mates and they've never been before,
Mm-hmm.
or they don't really know how to get involved, then what do you say yes to? People don't generally come up to you and be like, I've got a quest that you need to go on. It's quite difficult.
It's almost like, you know, someone going about, you know, asking you to go on a heroic quest.
I have a heroic adventure for you to go on.
What type of weapon would you take, Matthew?
You should take a broadsword.
Broadsword.
So, there are always notices and things to do in the hub.
Yeah, it's all around the walls and stuff like that.
There's the Citizens Advice
Bureau.
Bureau? No. Wall. I was going to say poster, but it's like a notice board.
Advice Bureau. Right, go on. You don't have a better answer than me.
I'm thinking about something Matt P said.
Okay.
Because I was listening to the LARP News podcast the other day.
Oh, you got to get that cheeky
And
plug in there,
I
didn't
do.
you?
You should follow us on Instagram. So Matt P said that Empire is not a game that has lots of NPC started plot. Like there aren't lots of NPCs that come into the field to give you plot.
Yeah.
It's all in character interaction and player made stories.
Mm.
So it's kind of up to you to. It's not kind of up to you to make your own story, but it's a lot about sort of being proactive.
If any of this
This
helps,
is not
well,
good
we
advice.
hope this helps on any level. Say yes, go to the Citizens Advice Bureau. Go spend time with Fowl, I don't know, whatever makes you happy. And spending time with Fowl makes everyone happy.
No, not me.
What?
So you could always base your entire character off of one terrible experience. And see how that goes for you.
Which terrible experience are you talking about, Andy?
We don't talk about return.
Oh, you mean me? Oh yes, I based my entire character on one player event. Yeah, I did.
I'd probably suggest find someone who's doing the thing that you want to do, or you like someone who's doing something that's interesting, and follow them around for a bit. Not like in a stalkery way, but in a like, you know,
Yeah.
hey bro,
Offer to help.
can I get involved with what you're doing? And they'll either go no, and then you can stalk them. No, don't do that.
Don't do that. I think they would more look at you and go, "What's with all the hand gestures?" But that's okay. Next question.
Oh, that's
What
my
we have
advice.
is that good enough? I'm not sure it is.
I mean, I also really enjoy social roleplay, so it's quite like easy. I don't think I've ever really engaged with a piece of PD plot, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It sort of freaks me out quite a bit.
Find something that interests you on the wiki and talk to people about it until
Something happens.
Until something happens.
All right.
It's kind of an amalgamation of all advice there.
Nice word choice.
Okay, go.
Next one. This one from Robin Fletcher, 21. How do I get involved with pit fighting, especially hand to hand?
I guess this is my
Sally.
thing, isn't it? Oh yeah. Right. If you're human, you're gonna need to do some extensive role play with the pit fighting orcs. If you're an orc, you find a reason to fight. Safety stuff is always done on like a Thursday, Friday, so make sure you attend one of those just to make sure everything's cool, you understand the basic rules. Outside of that, just, you know, speak to people. I'm always around on the Thursdays, come talk to me, I'll happily chat to you about it. But yeah, that's kind of how you kind of start the ball rolling with all of it. But, you know, just be prepared if you are a human player. It's going to take some time and role play to actually get to that point. It's not something you can just walk straight into. You have to kind of somewhat earn your spot. I mean, there's only really one person to my mind that's kind of earned their spot because of the amount of role play, and that's Lupo. But yeah, I mean, that's...
It took a long time to get there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like you have to be willing to put in that effort to get that back. So yeah, there's your answer.
Pretty good answer.
Yeah.
Okay. What we got next?
Next one from Fantastic99. Are you allowed to stay, as in sleep, off-site in a hotel, for example, and re-enter each day?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I've never done it. I would love to go sleep in a nice hotel
I think
bed.
there's quite a few people that... I don't know if there's like a Premier Inn. Or
There's one
equivalent.
not too far away. I think it's like a Holiday Inn. I mean, I would love to do that, but then I would miss out on good drinking time.
Yeah.
Even on the really horrific muddy events, I think I prefer being on site purely because I don't trust myself to get up in the morning as it is,
That's true.
let alone get up in the morning, then travel to a LARP event.
Although-
Even if it's only down the road.
Although,
struggle.
I think for me, if
Also,
I could, I would, because, you know, a warm bed and a hot shower in the morning and some decent breakfast before I set out each day would be really nice. Never done it before, but I guess I'd kind of like to do it.
But I mean, where do you call it? Where do you go, okay, it's such and such o'clock at night now, I have to go to bed.
It's true.
And then you withdraw from it. You can't be like, oh, I'll just roll into my tent.
Yeah.
You have to be like, okay, I'm leaving now. And then that's it for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's why I
like,
probably wouldn't.
logistically, there are no restrictions for leaving site. And there are no restrictions for coming back on site each day if you've paid for your ticket.
Because there's a short stay car park and a long stay car
Yeah.
park. As long as you're in the short stay, you can't really.
I'm pretty sure there is a member of PD or crew on the gate almost all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure there must be.
But then for any other LARPs, because obviously we don't want to make it just about Empire, for any other LARPs, I guess just talk to the organisers.
Yeah, I've not really heard of a LARP that has.
It's been funny about it.
would ban it. it
I mean, you
before,
can't
I've
stop
been
people
to
going
Embassy.
off-site. Yeah.
So yeah, if it's not for Empire, if it's for another LARP, get in contact with the organisers. But I'm pretty sure they'll say it's fine. So yeah.
Yeah, everyone's pretty accommodating, and you know, if you've got reasons that you need to be off-site, then that's cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on. What?
No, it's another question from Robin Fletcher, 21.
Okay.
It just wasn't in the same section as their previous question.
Okay.
What's the saddest character death you've experienced?
None.
I mean,
None?
you might.
Well, none, because you got to remember, like, yeah, I've been doing this a long time, but Ball's my first character.
As in.
No, but even beforehand, because I had every character I played beforehand was an NPC.
I don't think they mean your characters necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, yeah, I became really desensitized to it.
But
all
you
very
saw
early on.
Scar
All my days.
Yeah, Scars one was pretty sad, but that was more of kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty good with no bleed over or anything like that. Like I'd be like, oh, I'm so sad.
I'm not
But
really
really,
sure
it'll
you've
be fine.
understood the question, but okay.
What? All right. Well, you.
What's your answer?
What's your answer?
Easy. There would be Larch's demise. And that was really bad. I properly mourned for 3 days.
Yeah, I think
That was-
so. Larch
that
was
was
my
grim.
first orc at Empire. He survived, I think, in total for 2.5 events when we actually look back at it. But he felt like a whole character that I'd been playing for years, and I was really sad when he carked it. It was a good death, but it was just too soon, and I didn't know what else I wanted out of Empire to sort of be able to get back into it immediately. So that whole event, the whole event was kind of sad, not just from that one character's death, but I didn't really feel like I had much of it because I spent half of the event as a nameless character with nothing to do. I'm sorry if I horribly butcher this next name, but it looks like Maru's what does that say?
LARP. Well, LRP.
Yamarus?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry about that, but you asked, who is your icy rival? And what makes them your rival?
I feel like maybe you should start.
I've got about 11 at the moment,
Oh, do you? I wonder why that is.
and they all want the same job that I do.
But we can't talk about that, can we, Matthew? No. All a secret.
I think you're making fun of me.
No,
I
I
think
wouldn't
this
say.
is all a joke to you.
Yes.
Who are your icy rivals?
What do you look at me for? Oh, I don't really have one. I mean, I guess back at like last year and the year before, I guess it was Bio. Out of anyone, because obviously he had that top spot that I wanted, so it was kind of that whole thing of like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take that from him, so I guess. But at the same time, it's never like in a crappy way or anything like that. And I guess now, if you look at it, if anyone, it would be Russ. But Russ is like my best friend as well, I see.
Opportunity to turn heel?
Oh, I've already turned heel, it's fine.
Not really.
No, I haven't. Only a little bit. Yeah, I guess it would be Russ, but kind of begrudgingly, I would say that.
Fair enough.
You?
I'm in kind of the same boat. I don't really have any rivals.
It's Usko,
I think-
isn't it? It is Usko. Is that giving too much away?
No, I was going to say it's probably Vec, if anyone in the nation, because I know that they want the pilgrimage stuff. But I
They
don't
come
know
with the
if I
attire.
really consider them a rival.
Yeah, I don't really. I think it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
have
It's
something like
kind of
that.
hard to pin it down. Yeah, I guess the answer there is just make friends with everyone and have none.
Yeah.
And you will have no enemies ever.
And
Yeah.
you'll live a very full and boring life.
Good question.
A very good question.
Next one.
Next one.
Who's next?
From the same person. Do you put on a voice or accent for your character?
No.
No, just an orc mask.
I did as Bull in the beginning, and it was the worst character choice I ever made. I made him sound like Bollo from the Mighty Boosh.
Would you like to do an impression of your first event as Bull?
So Bull originally was like, okay, well I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to sound like this, and it lasted for a good event. And then afterwards, I realised how annoying that was the whole way through, and then I decided, because I didn't want to do it anymore, we made up the thing that the reason why I spoke like that was because Raw had punched me in the throat. And then I never spoke like that ever again.
I tell everyone to punch you in the throat now, by the way.
Do you?
Everyone who's going up against you.
That's my weakness. My Achilles heel is such.
I try and give them a hint and like,
What, so I have to start going around like, oh, hello, my name is Bull again. I'm going to sound like this. So yeah, I find it really annoying to do myself.
that's not actually true. You have done it since then. Because Jan punched you in the throat and you come up to me and you're like, did you do that?
Oh, yeah. Bloody bastard. Yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't, I think character choice, I wouldn't do it again, but I know some really good people who put on accents, like Trav. He's a very new orc. He does like a South African accent. Is it? No, it's Australian, not South African. Australian accent the whole way through, but he's actually normal voice, not a single trait of it. But yeah, I just wouldn't do it myself. You?
Yeah, I don't put on a voice for Raw. I feel like I've got more mannerisms for Raw that make the character more.
When one
defined.
sense diminishes, the other increases.
Yeah, very much.
I think it can be a very interesting aspect to make a character unique.
Yeah.
But it is something that you have to constantly think about and remember to do.
I mean, you've got.
It's not.
You do have a voice for Val, but it's not like one that you have to put on.
No, I think you have two voices as Val, and I've said this to you before. Like, I think I've even said it on camera before. You have your really polite indoor voice, but then you have your rallying voice, where you can give that speech that kind of gets people to notice. Like your voice will drop down, so it'll be quite deep, but then you can really project really well. And if anyone wears an orc mask, you'll know how difficult it is to project. But you can do that, but it's only certain times you ever pull that card out. But yeah, sometimes it's done well.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
Cool. We are on to our last contributor.
Contributor.
Good friend of ours, Luke Axworthy. Or Axworthy Luke, as I should say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What does the Imperial Orc Nation want to achieve this year?
Let's
A
not.
free and independent nation away from the Empire.
No. I don't know. I don't think any of us know, really.
I think that's a very good question to come and ask us in character.
Yeah.
Okay. I think one of our goals should be let's not all go to the abyss at once. That would kind of suck.
Do we need to send a scouting party ahead? Just make sure it's all right.
Yeah, let's make sure they're
across.
Dornish.
Oh. Shots fired. Oh, that is pretty bad. Is there anything else?
Character-specific goals for this year.
Oh, I think we covered that in the beginning.
Have you got any more that you've thought of since then? In the last 15 minutes.
Do you know what would be really fun to do? Go to every nation and have a pint. Like, like the Tide of Booze, you kind of did that before. But to go to every nation and have a pint, don't know why. I just thought that might be quite fun in my head now.
I've found that the booze game in quite a lot of the nations is pretty bleak. I'm I'm sorry.
I think it's gotten a lot harder logistically out of character for people to run
They
pubs
used-
anymore.
Do you remember
They
there
used
used
to
to
be a
be
lot.
that like really nice bar in the league? It was like a cocktails bar,
Yes.
and it was great.
I think that's still there.
We've been there a couple of times.
I think
and
it's still there, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I've not been there for ages.
Yeah, I went to a cocktail bar and had some really, I can't remember what it was. It tastes like Disaronno and a mixture of other stuff. But yeah, no, there is loads of bars around there. So I think hitting up every bar might be a nice little thing.
Yeah, I think the last one that we went to was Wise Guys. They were like the go-to for that.
Well, that
event.
was the last one you went to. The last one I went to.
Oh, I forgot you weren't there.
Yeah, I weren't there.
Well,
Because I was working. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I still miss the Applewood Arms and the Nist Butte. Call back to the old days.
Don't know. We're there, mate.
Before your time.
Before my time.
Where were we in the Applewood Arms when the Sarte incident happened? We were, because we went there.
I think so.
I think that's where we were. And we were like,
The
where
Sarte-
is everybody?
The Sarte incident, is
The
that with
Sarte.
is that with Big Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a story for another time. Very long-winded, that one. Right, I think there's one more for Luke's.
Well, I hope Owen's mum doesn't watch this.
I'm pretty sure Owen's mum knows exactly what happened.
Okay.
Star Wipe.
So we've got one last question
All right.
from Luke, and it's a good one to end on.
Okay.
What is in store for the Orcs planet this year?
I think to turn around and go, we're going to put content out every week it is very difficult because we all work a lot. But it is to put out as much as we can and to not forget why we do this. And, you know, I just want to do interviews with people, so I'm most probably going to go do a load of interviews.
It's getting to be about that time of the year when
Yeah.
it's sort of bookable now, isn't it?
Where I suddenly start, you know, every day I have off, I'm travelling. You know.
Yeah. I've got a lot planned that I would like to do, but it's very hard finding the...
You'll get, like, without a shadow of a doubt, you will get the reviews after the event. That's 100% still going to happen.
Yeah. We still need to do some kit videos to actually show off our kit.
Yeah, you're going to get... I think I've got at least 2 interviews lined up already, kind of people penned in. I've got a whole list of people who have contacted me being like, yo, let's do an interview. I'm just like, okay. So interviews will happen, kit videos will happen. But outside of that, it's all a mystery, really.
I would quite like to find out what my series is.
Well, you've still got to make your series.
Oh, this is exactly what I mean. I don't know what to do. I have no talents.
You do have
That's
to.
not true.
How about...
Well, I
like-
was going to do the driving thing because it was something that I could do on the way to work. But now I don't drive anywhere.
I mean, you could do it on the bike.
I can barely walk and talk at the same time, let alone cycle and talk.
Yeah.
Uphill. Yeah, so I don't know really what I want to do.
In time. Or leave an interesting comment that you would like Andy's program to be, and maybe they'll do it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Matt's got the crafting thing down.
Yeah. I mean, you help me
and I
out a
feel
lot with
like-
them now.
I feel like if I do that as well, it's a bit lame. It's kind of double dipping, you know. Double dipping. on
Don't
video
double dip.
games.
Don't cross the streams.
I found out about what double dipping is, and it's ridiculous.
I
I'm
don't.
really sorry.
Let's not talk about that on this channel.
Right. So
No, let's not talk about it on this channel. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Right.
it's when you buy
Stop.
something
Whoa! No. Don't discuss
and you
this.
put it in like the sauce, and then you bite it
And
again,
then you go back
and then
in.
you go back in.
So it's like when you have a chip and you put it into ketchup and then you take
You
a
take
nibble,
Take a bit,
then you put
and
it in
then you
some
put it-
more ketchup,
put it back in the
and then you
ketchup.
take a nibble again.
Yeah.
And then
that's-
you finish the chip off, or you go back in
Well,
for the
I
third.
guess it depends on
Well, that's
how
triple dipping.
long the
How
chip
long the
is,
chip
doesn't
is.
it? Anyway, that's what double dipping
Oh
is.
yeah, I guess double is 2, so you do it.
Wow.
Anyway, I guess.
So you'll find your program and you'll do it.
So you're going to Double dip.
No, I'm saying we shouldn't double dip. And the only thing that I'm really good at is crafting, and you've already got that covered.
Welcome to Andy's Double Dip.
No.
No. Right, Matt, what's your... What do you want?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Alright, so... oh, you got something? Oh, he's got something.
No, of course I don't have anything. I'm just going to mumble until my sentence runs out of energy.
No.
I've got a lot of things floating around that I'd like to do. We'll see. I'm not going to hold myself to them because I've got a lot of other things to do. So
It's true.
Very
we
good.
will go with the flow.
Cool. Right, well, so these are all the people we want to say thank you to. They were some really cool people. All of them, you should go follow all of those people.
Every single one.
Every single one of them.
Thank you.
So yeah, with that said and with that done, Matthew, finish it. Come on.
Hello and welcome to the Orcs Planet. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoy our new flat and our new backdrop. Hopefully you'll see us on this sofa a lot more than usual.
Yep. So
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye.